Welcome to the StockMiner.com studios here in the Black Hills, South Dakota. I'm your stockminer, Brian Johnson, making professional trading simple. And another flat day in the market, consolidation day, sitting on your hands, waiting for the markets to do something. We got really nothing today. A little bit of a dip here, as you can see on 60-minute Dow, but overall, markets finished flat, and it's just very, very slow going, tight trading up here. Consolidation, waiting for the next move. Very easy to think that that next move will be down. I mean, you can point this out, kind of make a 5 up out of this. If I'm just being off the cuff honest here, I gotta say that my bias is more to the downside than it is to the upside. But the chartitian in me, is that a word? Chartitian? We'll make it a that's it. That's the Johnson word of the day, chartitian. I like it. It flows. It tells me that still really nothing broken necessarily from the bull side. So once again, tweener mode, just building the case both ways, bears, bulls. We can build it either way. We take a look at it really quick at a daily, and you can see what we did here, putting in the same type of formation that we saw yesterday, and that is slowly grind our way upwards, and the selling pressure comes in and kind of moves us back down again. So I said over the weekend that I would not be surprised if we necessarily took all week long to complete this next move, and it looks like we're on our way there. It's going to be Thursday already tomorrow, and we've done exactly the scenario I spelled out. Was I have a couple different scenarios, but the one scenario I spelled out was that we would just slowly creep and grind higher, and it would take an entire week to finally finish the move. And it appears that we might be at that point, just slowly grinding our way to the upside. Now, once again, it's not necessarily bearish that they haven't taken over and started to drive this thing down. It isn't bullish that the bulls cannot make anything of these morning gaps that we get. Gap up and then we go nowhere. Gap up, we go nowhere. No one wants to take a shot at what the next move is. So we sit and we wait and we just let the charts tell us which way to go. Watching for breaks ultimately below the 50-day moving average. Really, I'd love to see a move and a close below the 10,300 here on the Dow to really get the bear rush happening. Otherwise, up to 10,500, that's still my overhead resistance you see today. Came about 30 points from it. So for those that took that spec play above 10,350 towards the beginning of the week and stayed with it for a couple of days, you've almost been able to pull that 150 points out of it. But boy, what kind of slow trading have we had to sit through here the last couple days? So once again, waiting for the bigger move. Here is the NASDAQ. Looking at the 60, you can see moving up, but this little pullback here looks exactly like just that, just a pullback. Could be one more little poke to the upside for the NASDAQ yet. I don't know if I can necessarily count a fifth wave here quite yet on the NASDAQ. So as I see it here, this still looks like a pullback. Could see a little bit more in the NASDAQ over the next day or two. But you can see, putting in the same type of formations we're seeing on the other ones, looking at potential reversal candles. Potential, guys. Let them confirm themselves. Let them make their break before you start taking any big moves. Any push back up and over this 1865-ish level, though, I'm looking at 1880 to 1890 before we maybe hit another wall. So you can see us slowly working our way and grinding our way upwards in this move. I still do kind of see it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of a formation. Maybe just an A, B, C type of a formation. Very, very, very difficult to tell right now. Like I said, I'm just going back to technical analysis. Let the charts tell us which way to go. NDX on a weekly. Now we are on to Wednesday, still showing the white candle. So I've got to remain bullish on it until it gives me something different. But let's let tomorrow close, and then we'll take a closer look at it. See if the market action is going to maybe give us one more day of that little creep up type of action, and see if we can finish the week in with a white candle. SPX on a 60-minute, moving sideways. Nothing to look at here, folks. Please just move along. And here is that big potential reversal candle again, sitting here towards the top. This one did make it a little bit higher today before being turned back. High of 1125. That was a target of mine. I'll discuss that with the subscribers next. That we have now hit up here in this 1125 area. So, waiting to see what the next move is. Still could see a little bit of a poke upwards here since we're not. Doesn't look like the Bears are quite ready to take over. And see if we can just maybe, I don't know, maybe the Bulls want to just stretch this a little bit further before it's all over with. So, still have to be on guard. This is only a potential reversal candle, does not tell us anything yet. Nothing broken from the Bulls side as of yet. Weekly looking the same as the NASDAQ, could potentially finish higher for the week. Gonna give it a couple more days to figure that out. VIX is still moving downwards. Now, if we look at a weekly, you can see how we've come down to rest right on top of that green support line. We're able to poke below it a little bit, only to come right back up. But the point of this is motion is down week after week after week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking on our sixth week down. So there's no fear here in the markets. Nobody's worried about anything quite yet. Apple on a 60-minute. See what it did today.